Get behind me. Oh no, that's really bad. I might lose this fish. All right, everybody. Welcome to the channel. We just had a hurricane come through Louisiana just about yesterday, and oh, that's a hit already. That was a hit already. I can't even get through the intro. All right, guys. I'm trying to record an intro for y'all, and I'm already getting hit, but we just had a hurricane come through Louisiana yesterday, and I heard that some of the best saltwater fishing you could ever have is right after a storm, because the storm surges push all those fish in from the deep water into the shallow marsh where we're at. So we're at a new location today. There's actually an old abandoned fort from the 1850s, a naval fort over there, so we might go explore that as well, maybe even fish near it. I'm telling y'all, I'm getting lit up already, but yeah, guys, so we're gonna test that theory out. We're gonna see if hurricanes make fishing any easier, saltwater fishing, and we're gonna get right to it. Fish on, guys. Feels like a small red. It's a bass. It's a bass. And honestly a decent sized bass for where we're at. Little marsh bass. All right, let's get this guy unhooked. Oh no. There we go, got it. Okay, let's get this guy off. Alright guys, look at that. This isn't a big bass by any means, but for out here in the marsh, saltwater marsh, this is a nice little dude. See if he's got anything. That honestly looks, I don't know if y'all can see that because you got the sun behind you, but looking in his mouth, that definitely looks like he's been eating on something with an antenna, which out here is going to be a shrimp. So keep that in mind for later, but we're going to let this guy go. Right there. All right, guys, that's one fish down. At least we can say already we did not get skunked. All right, guys, I've been fishing for a while. Haven't caught anything since that last little bass, so we're going to move on, try to find ourselves some bigger fish. So here's the current plan. There is a cut right there that goes for almost a mile deep into the marsh. The wind is really just ripping and pushing water straight into that cut. So ideally, it's going to be pushing fish in there as well. And I'm going to keep fishing this Strike King lure for as long as I can. Typically, when it gets too shallow, too grassy, this isn't a good lure. But I've been having no problems at all so far. Just steady retrieving it back. This is a really good lure for covering water, finding redfish, speckled trout. Something just hit it just now. But I'm gonna keep fishing this lure, and I'm gonna float fish into that cut. But I will probably make one more cast over there because something just kind of stirred up right on this lure. But that's the current plan. And you guys saw that too. Something, I don't know if that was a shrimp or what, but something just bopped right there too. Ooh, that's something. Something chasing me there. I don't know what that was, man. That's grass. But that was a fish that kind of busted up on me. I need to be careful. I don't want to spook whatever that was. I want to get, ideally, I want to push up on this grass so I can fish this area a bit more since we had something. Okay. All right. I am picking up grass, so I am going to switch to the gold spoon because that looks very close to what is probably a redfish in that area. And one thing I've learned is that redfish love gold spoon. There we go. That's a fish. Whatever it is pulling more drag than that bass. Oh, that's gotta be a red, huh? Don't get behind me. Don't get behind me. Oh no, that's really bad. I might lose this fish. My only hope is that he turns me around. Okay, that's good. That's good. We might still have him. This can't be a small red. It's not that big of a red. It's not a giant. That's for sure. I don't think so. He's not that big, but he is putting up a fight. I've never caught a redfish this size that puts up that good of a fight. All right, we got him though. Whew, that was a good fight. That was a good fish. Man, he fought like a much bigger redfish than he was. He fought like a giant. Let's get this guy unhooked. Yeah, man, you almost gave me a run for my money. Let's get you on there. There you go. There you go. Okay, you still got life in you. All right. Let's get this out. All right, guys. Let's get a look at this fish. Okay. It's a little bit bigger than the ones I've been catching lately. Really nice fish. Let's get a measure on you. All right, all right. The wind is pushing me deeper down in here than I want to go. I don't want to scare all these other fish away. Okay, okay. Now that we're situated, let's get a measure on this guy. Okay, okay. Okay. I hope y'all can see that. This is a 20-inch fish. It's a nice redfish. This is a 20, almost 21 inch, just a little bit under 21 inches. Really nice redfish. This guy put up an awesome fight. We're gonna hurry up and let this fish go because the wind is busting up all these spots. This is all prime redfish territory. So we're gonna let this guy go right here. Let him go and get bigger. All right, we're gonna have to revive this fish. There he goes. All right, guys. I apologize for that one. That was a very chaotic catch. I mean, he kind of got tangled up in my trolling motor. He spun me around. I was also trying really hard not to ruin this spot because I didn't want to, the wind is pushing me back, over fish, probably more fish. And this is a really good spot. So I was trying really hard not to let that happen. Then I had to go back and grab the fish and revive him because he was floating upside down because I didn't really release him ideally. Really, redfish, you really got to kind of let the water flow through their gills, get them revived after you catch them. We got them though. We got everything handled. We're back and we're reset and we're ready to get the poles back in the water. I'm gonna make some casts over here some more. I don't expect to catch more fish. I'm expecting that I spooked everything that I floated past, but I'm gonna go ahead and try. You never know. We are gonna get resituated just a little bit more here. So hopefully the next fish we catch isn't quite as chaotic as this one. I know the hurricane's gone, but it's still windy. That's a fish. That's another really nice red. Looks about the exact same size as the other one. All right. Yeah, we gotta be careful with him. Because he could easily pop this line. I've only got 10-pound tests. Okay, let's get him. Oh. All right, it's 2 redfish, guys. All right, let's get it. That's so awesome. All right, guys, took us quite a while to get that fish unhooked because he choked it, but another really nice redfish, looking just about the same size as the other one, so we're not going to measure this one. Just another beautiful Louisiana redfish though, guys. We're going to get this guy back in the water because he's already been out for quite a while, and we're going to get back to fishing. All right. As usual, we want to revive them. And there he goes. All right, guys, well, that was another really awesome fight. It is so fun catching these redfish on like 10-pound line where you don't just horse them in, you actually got to work the fish. We are going to go ahead and retie this spoon because it came off as I was untangling that fish. Honestly, this spoon has seen better days. I've already caught way too many fish on it, so probably need to replace it soon, but we're going to retie and get right back in the water. And so far, this whole hurricane theory is starting to prove very true. As you can see and probably hear, there is at least 15 miles per hour wind just ripping through this marsh. And this water right here, I mean, it is going. So as you can imagine, that's pushing all kind of fish back into this little cut. So we're really in a very good spot right now. Fish just hit right there and splashed water on me. All right, guys, so new plan. We've been fishing for about 15 minutes since that last fish. We're in the same exact spot. Have not had any luck yet. All the water down here for however long that goes is fresh. There's no pressure. No one else has been down there. I haven't been down there. There's probably fish down there. So that's where we're going to start to go. But before we do that, I do want to fish the very front of this cut one more time because I'm seeing a lot of fish, a lot of bait fish jumping over there. I don't know if y'all could see through the grass. Actually, as I said that, something was chasing a bait fish. But I want to get towards the front a little bit more, fish that area a little bit more with the spoon, because that seems to be what the redfish want today. And then if we don't have any luck, then we'll start floating down here again. And the trick is to paddle up into the grass a little bit. That way, if the wind starts to push you, you kind of got a little bit of cushion. See, like now, the wind isn't going to really be able to push me away as much as if I was just in the water. Downside is, this is looking like a gator nest. So, you know, you gotta risk it sometimes to get in the good areas. Is that a speck? A speck or a bass? Speckled trout. That's a good sign. All right. All right, y'all. How about that? Not quite a keeper, but a nice little speck on the gold spoon. I did not expect to catch a speckled trout this far back into the marsh. That is so awesome. All right, let's see. Can't see anything in his stomach, but we're gonna let this guy go right here. There he goes. Yeah, I almost would have figured that would have been a bass, because just never would have expected to catch a speck this far back. But let's mark that on the Garmin as well. All right, so that's our 4th fish of the day. 3 species down so far. The wind is finally chilled out, so we are making our way to that fort, because I do want to show it to y'all. It's about 1 o'clock. We still got all day to be out here. I've got a gallon of water. I've got food, so we're going to get right back into it. I want to see if we can't catch some more speckled trout right in this area. So now that we know we got speckled trout in the area, we're going to throw a more speckled trout friendly lure. It's a paddletail minnow on a weighted EWG worm hook. As with everything, I'll link this in the description, but we're going to toss this around a bit, see if we can't catch one more on that. All right, guys, so hopefully y'all can see this. You see that little bit of sand right there beyond the grass? Right there you have a nice sandy area, right? I've really been wanting to do some camping, overnight camping and fishing, catch and cook type stuff, but it's really hard to find places to camp in Louisiana that aren't on a campground surrounded by people. I'm gonna mark this spot on my phone to know that this is here. I honestly might try to come back here soon and do an overnight trip where I just pull the kayak up on the beach, set up the tent, whatever I catch. If I catch anything, I'll eat it. Do an overnighter, then I'll wake up right here in the marsh, right in this beautiful spot, and I'll get right back to fishing, guys. That's something I've been wanting to do. I've been having it in the works. I've got a couple of other areas that are freshwater where I'm planning on doing that, but this is the first saltwater spot I've found that looks good for camping. If that's something you're interested in, let me know in the comments below. And also, if you know of any areas where you can do some off-grid camping in Louisiana, whether it's saltwater marsh or freshwater, also let me know in the comments down below. This is something I really want to do. The goal of this channel is not just to be fishing, but it's to do outdoor stuff. So overnight stuff, camping, fishing, maybe even hunting in the future. So I'm gonna get back to fishing, but I just wanted to let y'all know a little teaser for maybe what's to come in the future with this channel. All right, guys, we made it to the fort. It's gonna look a lot cooler once we walk around to the front where there's not grass in the way. They've got these awesome rocks all around it that are gonna be great to fish off of. So I'm gonna be fishing the whole way up to it. I got my kayak pulled all the way up on land because I really don't want this thing to float off on me. Got it pulled up and tied off. So we're good to go, guys. We're gonna do some fishing. We're gonna check out the fort. I think this is gonna be an awesome area. That's a fish. Oh, it's a bass. A bass. That is incredible. All right, guys, check that out. A tiny little bass. I knew that I was feeling something hit my lure. Let's get him unhooked. Another tiny little bass. That's my second bass of the day. Right off of those, right off of that like shell wall, whatever that is right there. He actually crushed it. Something has gotten his fin. He's got a damaged fin, but man, I did not expect to catch a bass out here. I was thinking maybe some specks or maybe a redfish, but did not expect a bass. That's a nice little marsh bass. Once again, good size for out here. We're gonna let him go. Whoa, We're gonna try not to fall and bust our ass while we're doing it. There you go, dude. Did not expect a bass to be out here. Wow. So this place is called Fort Proctor. It was built in like 1849, 1850. Apparently there was like a British fleet that came into this area and took out some American ships. So they built it to kind of set up a defensive for that. However, the Civil War started pretty soon after this thing was completed. So it never really got put to use. Now it's just degraded. It's fallen apart. All right, guys, well, we fished around for about an hour. We didn't have any more luck. All I caught was that one bass, which was very, very unexpected, but I got some other marshy areas that I want to try to get into before the day is over, so we're going to make our way there, pick this kayak up. I would love to come back here one day, maybe whenever I do that overnight trip. I saw a bunch of crabs all along these rocks behind me. I'd love to come out here, catch some crabs, take them back to the camp area, cook them up, eat them. That would be really cool. On top of that, I think it would also be really cool to come back and go inside of the fort when the tide is a little bit lower. So a couple things to look forward to. I love trying out new areas like this because you always discover something interesting. That was a fish. That was a hit. Oh, I think I still got him. Something. Doesn't feel huge. Okay, maybe it is. It's not huge, but it's another bass. Another bass. That is so crazy. And this one really is a nice one. All right, dude, chill out. You're gonna scare all the other fish away. That is so crazy. Got him hooked very good. God, this is a big bass for where we're at, guys. This might be a 2-pounder. Nothing in his mouth. He hasn't been eating anything lately. This is like a 2-pound bass. This is a chunky bass. Really, really, really big for where I'm at. You don't usually catch bass this big. Once again on the gold spoon, you could tell he's been caught before. Just a nice bass. I can't believe I'm catching more bass than redfish. We're gonna let this guy go. Thanks for that. And we're gonna get back in the water, guys. Well, first we're gonna mark it on the Garmin. 6 fish today. That's pretty cool. This looks like a really good spot. Fish on. That's a red. You're gonna have to work them. Gonna have to work him. He's still got some fight left. Oh, that is a bummer. Oh, we lost him. I should have known. I knew I should have changed out that lure. It had already caught about 5 fish on it. Should have tied a new knot. That looked like it was another nice red, probably the same size as those other two that we caught. I'm honestly not too mad about that, guys. That is my bad. I should have retied, but 6 fish already. I might still be able to catch some in this area. I'm gonna go ahead and retie. Fresh lure, fresh tie. See if we can still catch one. We got a fresh spoon tied on. You can see my reflection in it. You know what's funny is that this video and that last video, that's the only 2 times I've ever had a fish, and I mean any fish, redfish, bass, anything, break me off. And they both happened within 2 weeks of each other. Kind of crazy. I don't know what's been going on with my knots these past 2 weeks, but we gotta fix that. Ooh, that was a hit. That was a gator. I got a gator and something hitting me in the same. Jeez. Okay, so we'll just keep an eye on that gator. I don't really worry too much about gators, but I am worried about catching whatever hit me there. Probably another little bass. Also, the gator probably scared it off. Man. Let's get up a little bit closer. Maybe we can still catch this fish, whatever it is. He just bopped it. I don't think I hooked him. So I don't think he's necessarily spooked, or if he is, it's from the alligator, not from me. Jeez. You see how close I am to shore? When he was just right there, you kind of just have to deal with it out here. You can't really fish without risking the gators. They're not really a danger. They're just here. If anything, they just scare you. You scare them. But there's no way around it. I mean, there could be one right there. Alright guys, we were making our way through this narrow little cut in the marsh. A boat is not going to make it this far back, so I have a chance at fish that other people can't get to. And that's why I love this kayak. This is a tricky area to fish, so we have to be careful, like you can see there. But we could potentially be in a really good spot. Imagine catching a giant redfish in just a 4-foot wide canal. That would be incredible. Alright guys, so we just made our way back really deep into the marsh. Really clear, beautiful water. Unfortunately, there's no movement, which is probably why it's so clear, but usually you need some movement for fish, so haven't caught any fish since we lost that last redfish, but we are going to make our way. We're probably, yeah, it's about 5. We got a long trek to get back home. We are going to slowly but surely start making our way back to the boat launch, but we've got a very long way to go, so we are potentially still going to catch a lot of fish on the way back. This is really getting a good time of day for fish. The tide's really starting to come out, or it should be soon, so we still have some potential to catch fish. Could be a redfish. Oh yeah, some clear water. spook something. I don't know what that was. Something right there. That probably is mullet. Ooh. He smoked it. It's a smaller red, but he absolutely crushed it. Alright. Oh my goodness. Did not expect that. Oh my gosh. Dude, I was just about to reel it in and you crushed it. Alright. Make sure my camera's clean. Alright guys, this tiny little red just absolutely crushed my lure. Alright, dude. Calm down. There we go. Y'all hear him croaking? I've heard that means it's a male if they croak like that. Look at that, guys. That's a beautiful little red too. Absolutely just bright red, orange, whatever color you want to call that. Crush that gold spoon. We're gonna get him back in the water so he can get big. There you go. That's awesome. All right, gonna mark that on the Garmin. That's fish number 7 today. All right guys, I think I'm gonna go ahead and fish a topwater frog the whole way back. Call me crazy. I've caught 7 fish today. This is one of my best days fishing ever, especially that I've caught on video. So I feel pretty good. This is a good video. Caught plenty of fish. So I'm gonna just fish this topwater frog the whole way back, knowing I probably won't catch anything, but if I do, it'll be awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and do the outro here just in case I don't catch anything. If I do, I'll play this at the end. If I don't, we'll just end the video here. I just wanted to take a second to thank everybody who's watched these videos and who's subscribed. I think we hit 150 subscribers last week, and you know, that's, to some people it might not feel like a lot, but to me that is absolutely insane that I've been doing this for, I don't know, 4 or 5 months, and I've already got 150 people who are consistently wanting to watch my content. So I really appreciate so much if you watch these videos, if you comment on them, if you subscribe. It really means a ton. I've got really big plans for this channel. We've had really bad weather here in Louisiana lately, tons of rain, and then obviously the hurricane. I really want to start doing a lot of overnight trips, a lot of camping trips. That's been on my agenda for a while now. Weather has just prevented it. I'm hoping that hopefully the next video y'all see will be a camping overnight catch and cook survival challenge type video. But anyway guys, once again, I appreciate y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I feel like this kind of proves that fishing is a little bit better after a hurricane, guys. I caught 7 fish today. That's the most fish I've ever caught in one video, I think, for this channel. And then I also lost that redfish, so that as well. Also had multiple bites. Also, this is a multi-species day, so I caught redfish, I caught bass, and speckled trout. So I don't know, guys. I think the hurricane theory seems to be accurate. Fishing is a little bit better after a hurricane. Anyway, thanks guys. I will catch y'all all on the next video.